everyone, and welcome to Insider Financial Talk Stocks. My name is Alex Carlson. I will be your host today. I'm the editor-in-chief of InsiderFinancial.com, and in this video, we will discuss our game plan for this week. But first up, to get our market-moving reports on top small caps, click that link in the description or go to signup.insiderfinancial.com or sign up with your email on any of the pop-ups on insiderfinancial.com. If you sign up with your email, you can then sign up with your mobile number. Mobile is the fastest way to get all of our reports, and it works for all numbers worldwide. Simply enter your country code first, followed by your number. For US and Canada, it'll be 1 plus area coded number. Never begin the format with 0. It will not work. And after you sign up, you will get a welcome email, which includes a free copy of the Insider Financial Guide to Penny Stocks ebook. Our ebook, our email service, and our text messaging services are all free services from InsiderFinancial.com. We do not run any paid subscription service whatsoever, no Discord rooms or Telegram chat groups. Well, last week, guys, we only had 2 reports for our subscribers, both low float NASDAQ penny stocks, and both ran 40% on the day. MDGJH on Tuesday and KSPN on Thursday. I said last night that we wanted to end the trading week with a bang, and boy did we do so. Subscribers, pay close attention to your inbox for our next breakout alert. And I always say play momentum, buy green, do not buy red in this market. This week's going to be a pretty busy week. On Wednesday, we get the closely watched March Consumer Price Index report. Economists expect the index to rise 0.3% from February, lowering the year-over-year inflation rate to 5.2%. Core CPI is expected to rise 0.4% sequentially. And at 2 p.m. on Wednesday, we also get the March FOMC meeting minutes, which will be released then. On Thursday at 8:30 a.m., we get April initial jobless claims data is due to be released following the jobs report we just had. Economists expect 205,000 initial jobless claims. Continuing jobless claims data is also due to be released on Thursday morning. At 8:30 a.m., we're also getting the March Producer Price Index report. A 0.1% month-over-month and 3.1% year-over-year increase is forecast. And then on Friday, we have the start of bank earnings season kicks off with Citibank, JP Morgan, and Wells Fargo due to report on Friday. With the recent regional banking crisis, the state of the big banks will be closely watched. We also get March retail sales figures with analysts anticipating a 0.3% sequential decline on the headline numbers and a 0.1% slide in core retail sales. At 10 a.m. on Friday, we also get February business inventories data and the April University of Michigan sentiment data will be released. The index is expected to tick in at 62.7, up from 62 in March. That figure marked a notable decline from February and missed the consensus estimate of 63.3, and that is at 10 a.m. In terms of this week, in terms of the overall markets, I think the trend is still higher. SPY, QQQ, and Bitcoin are all trading above the 50 and 200-day moving averages. I am not a crypto trader, but I watch it closely because it is an indicator of risk on sentiment. Bitcoin here is consolidating right above 28,000. I think we're heading higher. I think it wants to jump up and base between 30 and 35,000. What else we're looking at here? And as I said, I think the overall market, I think we do want to go higher, and that is going to create the potential for some short squeezes. For those of you that watch my channel and know I've talked about this in the past, you need the overall market to at least be holding steady or going up a little bit. If the market is selling off, short squeezes are not going to happen. So I think there is some potential from short squeezes. These names put on your radar screen. I'm not telling you to go out and buy because I'm not a financial advisor. The point here of what we do here at InsiderFinancial.com is to put stocks on your radar. You know, I have watch lists. We all have watch lists, and when you when you're watching your stocks that you follow and you start seeing them start to tick up higher, start to make a move, these are the momentum names we want to be in. So again, you jump on the green buy, the green momentum, and you just play it. That is how we do it here at InsiderFinancial.com. You got to play momentums, buying these dips, buying red on especially on small caps and penny stocks. It just does not work. You got so many issues with these stocks. You got dilution. You got you know, bad management. You got a lot of issues. These are pure momentum plays. Play the momentum, get in, get out, move on to the next play, make that money. It's all about P&L. It's not about diamond hands, paper hands, BS. But it's some names I am watching this week. First up, this has been a big winner for InsiderFinancial.com, is AI. 27% of the float is short. If you just want to make a comparison, NVIDIA trades at 24 times sales. AI trades at just 8.8 times sales. Founder Tom Siebel, he sold his first company to Oracle for $5.8 billion. This is around 2005. The current market cap of AI is just $2.3 billion. And you don't have to worry about any offerings, dilution. The company has $7.45 in cash per share and no debt. And I know everyone's talking about the Caresdale Capital, their letter to the auditor. Look, this was a lot of this was also a very technical related sell-off. We ran into major trend line resistance at the 34 level. You got this candlestick here. This was just the whisper. This is a very sign of exhaustion, and then you just got profit taking. So again, you had a lot of the paper hands, if you want to put them in, you know, just a lot of nervous longs got panicked. They sold off. You had the shorts jump on it, and that's why we're here at 2284. This was a very technical in nature sell-off. I know everyone can point to Caresdale Capital, but again, technicals are so important. The RSI was overbought. You know, I told you guys, look, it was just RSI overbought very easily for us to sell off, and that's what happened. We consolidated here. We put in a double bottom about 20. Watch this one for more squeeze potential this week. Next up is Carvana, CVNA. 48% of the float is short. Right now, I mean, the stock has gotten hammered. You know, you got the spike in interest rates. You had a lot of insider selling prior to, you know, when the stock ran to over 300. But I think the company is going to be able to overcome the macro headwinds. I think the company is going to survive. I mean, I know there's a lot of people talking about bankruptcy and everything. The company's put in a lot of done a lot of restructuring to try to avoid that. First of all, it already laid off 2,000 employees, or a fifth. That's 20% of its workforce in last year, and it expects to trim even more jobs this year, as it also is reining in its advertising expenses. As the company expects to narrow its net loss from $348 million in the first quarter of 2022 to just $50 to $100 million in the first quarter of this year. For the full year, analysts expected to more than halve its net loss to $1.4 billion. So it is still bleeding money, but I think the moves the company made are going to allow it to survive. And I think it's incredibly cheap here. And in terms of its bleeding balance sheet, Carvana recently proposed to restructure some of its debt by offering its creditors an option to exchange their unsecured notes at a premium to the current market prices in exchange for new secured notes. If fully subscribed, that exchange would reduce the face value of Carvana's $5.7 billion in unsecured bond debt by $1.3 billion, while reducing its annual interest payments by about $100 million. If Carvana pulls off that exchange, its chances of remaining solvent until the macro headwinds subside will increase dramatically. With an enterprise value of $8.8 billion, Carvana also looks incredibly cheap at trading just 0.8 times this year's sales. So NVIDIA is trading at 24 times. Carvana is trading at less than 1 time sale. And again, I think it's ripe for a short squeeze with 48% of the float is short. So I think there's a high possibility we're going to get that spike, just like we did in February. We had a spike from this level all the way to 20. Would not surprise me to see that again. So again, play green. And also, over the last 12 months, we've seen Carvana insiders buy 10.3 million shares, while they sold only 42,000 shares. The insider buyers are also outnumbering the sellers at CarMax and Cars.com, which suggests the entire used car dealership cohort is undervalued and due for a recovery. These facts are suggesting that the bears and short sellers have been feasting on Carvana and its automotive peers over the past year. I think they've gotten too fat and greedy, and I think the risk reward dynamics favor a move higher here. But again, I still, it's still a speculative play. But right now, I think the key here is play the momentum. Look for that trade, and if you look here, also it's trading right here at trend line support. So I see it as a technical buy. So certainly put this on your radar screen. Next up is Novavax, NVAX. 42% of the float is short. The company added around 12% on Thursday. This was the biggest intraday gain in nearly 3 months after the COVID-19 vaccine maker highlighted multiple presentations at the ongoing World Vaccine Congress in Washington, D.C. The company was selected to conduct 3 presentations at the WVC event. The oral presentation scheduled for Wednesday included the latest booster data and clinical updates on its FDA-authorized COVID-19 vaccine, NVX-CoV2373, and an update on its COVID-influenza combination vaccine candidate. The company lost the price support last year as it grappled with drop in demand for its protein-based COVID-19 shot, it was the last company to receive the FDA nod. Overall, I'm not going to rehash what happened here with Novavax. Just a ton of management missteps. But, what's notable is B. Riley just came out last month with a $10 price target. We're trading at $8.46. There's still value here. We could easily pop on a PR, and we could also prime buyout candidate. So, again, a lot of management missteps. So certainly put this on your list. Not saying to go out and buy. I'm not a financial advisor, but these are names, just potential short squeeze names to have on your list. Next up are 2 Bitcoin plays, RIOT, RIOT, and Mara. These are both plays on Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks like it's going higher. We get above 30,000. Going to get more shorts scrambling to cover. RIOT, 21% of the float is short, and Mara, 41% of the float is short. And what's notable is technicals. We're both trading at resistance. If RIOT gets above $10, it's blue skies ahead, and Mara also technical right here above the $9. We got multiple top here, but I'd be looking for a clear breakout of $10 on Mara for a real squeeze to get the shorts nervous. So certainly these are 2 plays to have on your radar screen. Next up, FUBO, FUBO, 19% of the float is short. Evercore is out with last month was out with a $3 price target. The company, to me, looks extremely cheap. It's trading at just 0.3 times sales and 0.53 times book. I think this is an eventual buyout target. Ryan Reynolds, the company, they just hired his company. Ryan Reynolds is a marketing genius. He just sold Mint Mobile to T-Mobile and pocketed $300 million. He also sold his gin company. He's the right guy when it comes to marketing. I think there's a lot of potential here with FUBO. So put this one also on your radar screen. Lastly, this is the most speculative name on the list, FFIE, Faraday Future Intelligence Electric Inc. 26% of the float is short. Most likely a reverse split is coming. There's a lot of FinTwit chatter. What some people are saying, FFIE, vote for extension, 180 days below $1. If they deliver the car end of the month, they are instantly above $1. This guy here said, starting to look a lot better. It's not moving by a large percentage, but I'll take it. And again, it is sort of, getting this, looks to have bottomed here. We are trading below all the major moving averages. It is speculative. Just put it on your list. If this one, we could easily pop to 50, 60 cents. So again, I see this at, all these are trades. If you had to ask me which one do I like, of them all the most, I would have to go with AI. This one is just, you got a billionaire founder. It's just in the right sector. You got Microsoft investing $10 billion in OpenAI's ChatGPT. I think that this sector, AI, is the leader. Behind OpenAI, and I think that AI will eventually be bought out by Google or Meta or one of the big guys. I see that eventually happening, and it's just just a $2.3 billion market cap, and he sold his first company to Oracle for $5.3 billion. He might sell again to Oracle. I think he's going to be looking for a bigger payday this time. So certainly AI, I think, is the one. If you had asked me, this is the one I like the most. But again, not a financial advisor. And guys, if you want our in-depth research on small caps with major upside, the only way to get our reports is to go and sign up. So click that link in the description, or go to signup.insiderfinancial.com, or sign up with your email on any of the pop-ups on insiderfinancial.com. We've been delivering absolute bangers for our subscribers. Just last week, both of our low floats ran 40%. Again, past performance not indicative of future performance, but you could even sign up and unsubscribe just to see the level of research we do here at insiderfinancial.com. We are a completely free service, no spam, your info is never shared. Unsubscribe at any time. Finally, Insider Financial and myself are not investment advisors. This video does not provide investment advice. Always do your own research, make your own investment decisions, or consult with your nearest financial advisor. This video is not a solicitation or recommendation to buy, sell, or hold securities. This video is our opinions meant for informational and educational purposes only and does not provide investment advice. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. Bye-bye.